Well, hello and welcome back. As you can see, I have the front hub tore off my deadbolt here. Reason being is I'm looking at replacing it. The stock hub is good, don't get me wrong, it does its job, it steers the wheels, blah blah blah, but it can be a weak point. This one's still going strong, but that's not a reason not to replace it. Time for an upgrade. If you remember a while back, I replaced the Chubbs with these aluminum ones. Been doing great. These GPM parts have been doing very, very good. I've been doing everything I need them to do. The anodization is actually holding up pretty good. I've scuffed it a little bit, but I'm not easy on the truck, so that's to be expected. Today, though, got a package from RPM here. Inside, we have, well, of course, we have this tray, which I'll talk about more in a minute. But we also have a new set of their hubs for the SCX 10. They brought these out. Yeah, I could go with aluminum, but I use RPM parts on my T-Maxes and pretty much everything else. So I figured I'd give them a try here on the deadbolt. Let's see what makes these special. Get into them here. There we go. Comes with two hubs, of course. There we go. You can see one up close. On the website, they brag about the fact that they made some improvements, made some strengths, strengthened some parts. Let's take a look and see how they did that. Here's the stocker and the RPM one side by side. They filled these holes here on the stock one. As you notice, there's these little imprints here, indents on the mounting ears. On the RPM one, those have been filled in. Made it nice and smooth. Extra material there to make that stronger. The thickness is the same. The mounting ear thicknesses are the same. But the steering arm, they took out the inner tie rod mount right there. So that will make the arm stronger, because nobody used the inner mount anyway on the stock SCX 10 ones. At least nobody I've ever seen. The ears on the stock SCX 10 one, these ears right here, these braces are real thin. On the RPM one, they're a lot thicker. So that added a lot more strength to it. Has the extra rib down the outside right here. And to go a little bit farther here, let's just see. The thicknesses again are the same. But if you notice, they have a lip right here for the bearing. The RPM one comes out all the way. More added material right there to make it stronger. Another area these are strengthened is, look at how much wider the mounting point is here versus there on the old one. A lot more material there. Another thing is, on the inside, we can see how much more material is around that bearing. How much thicker the hub is and how it comes up farther onto the actual steering arm. And to go a little bit farther on that, we're talking about the steering arm. Look at that. Considerably thicker than the original stocker. So a lot of added strength there. So there you can feel it. It is a little bit heavier than the stock one, so you can definitely feel that extra material. So let's hope that adds some extra strength. They were supposed to have tightened these holes up here. I mean, it's just a real small amount. I can't remember the exact amount, but it's real small, like 0.03 millimeters. But that should make everything tighter there as well, especially when using the stock axial hardware. And there's a little RPM right there molded in as well. Looks like that's it for the visual changes. They said on the, oh, there we go, I can see it now. Because they said on the website that these were molded for high clearance, so that they have more clearances for more steering. And you can see right here in the arm, they have a notch took out of it. Now currently on this deadbolt, I don't have CVDs. I'm still running the stock assemblies in the front. CVDs will come this winter whenever I upgrade the axles and clean and relube them. So those are planned and they will be coming. So stay tuned for that. So there we go. Not a bad looking piece. I like the way it looks. We'll get it on the deadbolt and see how it does. Something I do want to mention though right now. You have your deadbolt apart if you're going to put these on, or SCX 10 I should say. This is a good time to make sure you check all the bearings. Make sure they're clean them real good before you put everything back together. I clean them real good. Where the shaft goes through, give them a little squirt of mousse lick. And be careful. Whenever you take these bearings out of the stock hubs, they fit very, very snugly in here. And it's really hard to get on them, especially if you're coming through from the front to push them out. Just be careful you don't hurt the bearing getting it out of the hub. Before we put the new hub on the truck, I want to mention something here. I've ordered this at the same time I ordered the hubs from RPM. This is a little tray they have, just a real small parts tray with a magnet. The reason why I got this, it was $1.50, and I figured why not? Let's give it a try. $1.95, sorry. Seems like a good deal. So I figured I'd order it up just to have a small little tray here to throw parts in. And that way when you use it, good time right now to use it while reassembling this. So I've already taken the liberty of cleaning everything up. So now it's just a case of putting it all back together. Okay, there we go. Got everything back together. The bushings fit in nice and snug. The bearings went in a little snug, but went right in. Fit nice and tight. Everything is nice and tight on this. So now we put it on the truck and see how she fits there. I have the hub on. It's not bolted on yet. It goes on very, very snug on this aluminum chub. I can't blame the chub because the stock axial piece fit perfectly. And this might be a problem with other type of chubs. I don't know. Plastic ones, I don't think it would. The problem is this is so snug in here. The tolerances in here are so tight that it goes on very, very hard. Catch that is, there's no bolts in this right now, but it turns very stiffly. May not be a problem. I know it won't be the problem with the servo on there, but it is very tight, just so you know that. The tolerances are very, very close. But we'll throw some bolts in there and okay, got the screws all tightened down, steering mounted. There we go. She is installed. Fits very good. I was concerned about being a little snug there. They are a pain to get on because of how tight the ears are. Really, you need two people to really do it right. One kind of spread it as it slips down over the other side of the chub. But overall, goes pretty good together there. It is nice and snug. No wiggle there at all in it. It fits the chub very tightly. No play at all. I'm very impressed with this piece. It's nice. It's thick. It's tough. Yes, aluminum would be flashier. Yes, it'd probably hold up better in the long run. But $13 for a pair of knuckles. They're RPM, so you know they're a good brand, a reputable company. So it seems to fit very nice, and I'm happy with the purchase. Please make sure you check out the build thread on RCCrawler. I'll leave a link below. Follow along on Project Cheapbolt as we keep going on. There is more projects getting ready to come in. Hopefully, around the first of the year, we'll see another SCX 10 and go take a look at a short course truck. So stay tuned. A lot more to come. Thanks for looking, and keep them on the rocks.